All right. Salakia, bear with me for a second. I gotta kind of plug in. Um, but Shalom, Shalom. Uh, Salakia, give me one moment. All right, Lord willing, I don't sound too muffled. For brothers, gotta just kind of plug the phone in for a moment. Battery was getting a little low. Just got back to the spot, and just got back from camp. Um, just had some things still I wanted to speak on that I didn't get all the way through in our previous lesson, and just kind of just had more to speak on this and add to the topic. So now that I'm got some free time, I'm gonna sit down and get into this. But first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. I'd like to also give double honors unto the elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of Israel, my teachers and the true leaders of Israel. Whether you can accept that or not, all right, I'd like to extend a sincere shalom to all the Akim who are out there pushing this truth to the four corners and four winds of the world. All right. And, to the few and small number of Akwath who are out there listening and learning in silence and subjection to you, I say shalom. And of course, to the mighty elect, as always, shalom. Okay, so as many people are aware, at least if you are paying attention, a lot of six-pack average people don't particularly understand what they're seeing at this current moment. But man, we are witnessing pretty major prophecies take place today. And I guess within the past couple months, man, there's been a lot of kind of damning events for Babylon that are taking place, man. As the Most High asked, how should we know when this time is? And he gave us the answer when you saw rumors and war and events that are taking place right now that, then you would know the end. So the Western media, they would have you look at this as, oh, so sad, this is evil, blah, blah, blah. Making these people out to be absolutely, victims and victimizing what's going on without acknowledging that the IDF and really the Israeli state has committed atrocities really from the very beginning of its founding to now, man. They've bullied and rape, rob, murder their way throughout that area, knowing that they could strong arm out, generally do whatever they wanted to the people. One of the brothers mentioned earlier, an Egyptian prime minister had told them there'll never be peace in this land, based off the fact that the Israelites left black and came back white. All right. It's a historical, verbalized and written quote, man. This is really something that was said by a former prime minister of Egypt. All right. Which, the general public does what they always do with this type of information, knowing that these people they cannot be the true people of the scripture, otherwise they wouldn't be going through what they're going through right now. All right. There would be no wars and rumors of wars and conflicts and things of this nature taking place in Israel if the true people were in the land, right? That's letting you kind of know there's something off here. But I'm just going to read some of these headlines so people kind of maybe have a baseline of what's going on. Those that are in the know, I'm sure you know, and those that are not, well, you about to find out. All right. This is just some of the stuff here. We're completely shocked by the damage what ordinary people in Gaza are saying about Israel's retaliation. Because Israel retaliated from being attacked allegedly by Hamas yesterday. I say sort of allegedly, I guess, due to the fact that I'm fairly sure, just through some digging and information that's come out about this event, that I'm pretty sure that if they didn't fund the attacks on themselves, that it was either done by the U.S. or this is some kind of thing to kick off a hot war. All right. Regardless, the scripture says that the least of the flock will draw them out, and as you can see, this small portion of what would be, I guess, the Israeli people are going Slovakia, are going balls to the wall here to start this conflict. You got the Israelis vowing to wipe out Hamas, calling them savages. How the Israeli-Palestine conflict is endangering oil markets. Really, you got a string of events that have happened in the last several months and or weeks leading up to this event that should really be looked at. As in, you got the BRICS nations causing an other and total direct threat to the Fed's petrodollar, all right, which is really what a lot of this is coming from anyhow. You got the BRICS domination, which is taking over, Russia just, I think recently, earlier this week, or maybe at the end of last week, had become, increased about 24 to 25% of being in control of the world's oil markets, man. All right, which is killing the American dollar. But let me grab a script real quick, just so you don't listen to my droning voice without any scriptural edification. Salakia. This is second Ezra here. I'm gonna start at 9:1. All right, and it reads, all right. This is second Ezra 9:1, and it reads, "He answered me then and said, Measure thy time diligently in itself when thou when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, right? Wars and rumors of wars, things of that nature, okay? And the Most High visiting, but let me read on. And thou shalt understand that this is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made," which is putting these people in a whole new level of fear, man. All right, because you've got the acknowledgement of the IFOs, which they boldly and ignorantly call UFOs. They know what they are. They're lying to you people, and they're incredibly afraid of the angels, man, and their chariots. Okay, because they know that when that starts to happen, that spells the destruction of Esau's rulership, man. All right, as you've seen, some of these other things have taken place too. All right, therefore. When there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars in the people in the world, then shalt thou understand well that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Okay, the Most High has always had a story that kind of follows these specific characters, but it follows these characters for a reason. Okay, because Esau is the Jacob is the beginning of the world and Esau is the end, man. So the end of this current age is not the end for Israel. It's the end for Edom being in rulership, okay? The destruction that has to take place, is all prophesied, man. So, there's no reason realistically to fret about these things. If you're in good standing with the Most High and your belief is high, you putting in the work, you reading and staying edified and trying to live your life according to the scriptures, and you feeding the sheep, you hitting the hedges and highways, you doing the work at home when you got the time, you putting in an effort. Hey man, that's a whole lot more than the average six-pack, coon, nigga rolling up J's and chasing bitches and, just doing all around ignorant shit. All right. Being flashy and, popping out, just doing nothing to further their relationship with the Most High, man. All right. You got a leg up on them. Um, also being Israel makes a big difference. Salakia, I'm gonna read on. This is down. If you got lost in the speak, I'm sorry. I'm in Second Ezra, and I'm gonna pick up uh, at chapter 9, and I'm in at verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and the and end and an end, and the end is manifest. All right, and we're starting to see that, man. All right, we're starting to see uh, things that we're just starting to see the end manifest, man. The way that it was described to us, that it would be these things, and then these things, and then these things would happen. We're witnessing those things, all right. And the least is, it's just crazy to me to I feel very blessed, I guess, so to speak, to see things that have been prophesied personally to me that I've learned and begun prophesying myself to see these things come to fruition and be as real as the air that I breathe. It's a beautiful thing. Um, but Salaki, of course. So these things are all taking place while you've got the United States economy is in shambles. They're looking for a way to reignite, so to speak, some what would you call it, income. And as we all know, who are well-learned individuals, war generates um, profit. It generates money. You gotta build this, and you make jobs for this. It's an economy boosting type of thing. Our economy is so destroyed that even in the midst of all this, they trying to go to the old playbook and run the same old plays and see if they. But that the Most High's not going to let that happen, man. All right. This time they gonna run with their playbook, but the Most High got the defense drawn up to destroy this thing, man. All right. So Salaki, I'm gonna jump to Joel real quick. Brothers, just don't mind bearing with me for a minute. Gonna jump to Joel, the 3rd chapter. All right. Oops, Salakia. All right. All right. Let me make sure it goes here. Con. All right. Here we are. I'm in Joel, 3rd chapter. I'm going to read verse 1. I'm going to start at verse 1, Salakia, of chapter 3. For behold, in those days, in that time, I should bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. All right. Southern and northern kingdom are both oppressed here in Babylon as we speak. Okay. Down to 2. I will gather all the nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them for my people and for my heritage, Israel, who may have scattered amongst the nations and parted my land. All right. Now we went into the word plead, all right, at camp today. Brother Azara did that and brought out that it basically means a punishment, man. All right. There were some other harsh meanings, but basically a punishment. So the Most High is coming back to the Valley of Jehoshaphat, where this conflict just went hot. Okay, where he says he will gather all nations. So the Israelis, man, are getting ready to pull the whole world into this conflict with them, thus starting the hot portions of World War III. Okay, thus starting which World War III has already been started, but it's going hot right now as we sit here and you listen to me read this off to you and speak to you. The war is hot. Okay, people are losing their lives in more than 1 or 2 at a time. They bombing the shit out of Lebanon right now as we speak. Okay. But all this at the end is for the Most High to have the ability to show his power and to plead for his heritage. Now, that word heritage is another word that, hold on, I wanted to expand on real quick. Let me see if I can do that for you. Just bear with me. Let's see, it's spoken of a lot here, and which one am I particularly looking for? Here. Now, Salakia, let me use these little tools. All right. Man, get out of here, man. Can't fly. And here it goes. Salakia. Here it goes. The word heritage, all right, I want to say, what's the pronunciation here?
Strong's H 5159. Nachala.
All right.
Nachala.
Nachala. Meaning inheritance, okay? It's an inheritance, a heritage, inherit, possession, all right? Which is a possession, a property, an inheritance, a heritage, a property, a portion, share, an inheritance portion, okay? It is our heritage to be the people of the Most High, all right? It's been stolen from us, and it's going to be pleaded with via violence through the Most High to get our heritage back, all right? Because we belong to the Most High. Not no other nation under the sun belongs to the Most High, except for your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are ignorantly called so and are the children of Israel who match all of the prophecies, okay, that are in the actual scripture. They don't teach you this in Christianity. They don't teach you this in world history. They don't teach you this in anything. You're being kept ignorant, and your heritage is being held hostage against you. Okay, this is why all of these things that are happening in the world matter so much, man. Because the average person is out here putting all over their social media prayers for Israel and blah blah blah. Hey, man, the truth of the matter is that them people done every nation under the sun so dirty since they've come into power that if you knew the truth, you wouldn't be writing all that. You wouldn't be saying all that. Okay. Um, let me read down to 3. Okay. This is Joel chapter 3. All right. And now that you understand the heritage of Israel and who's been scattered amongst the nations and whose land has been parted, you might have a little bit of understanding why the Most High's pissed off, man. He ain't coming back to, do no happy dance with y'all and hand out candy and float everybody to heaven butt naked. That's not going to happen. All right. He's coming here to plead with fire, vengeance, and the sword for his people. All right. And why? Well, let's read why. Here's down in verse 3, Joel chapter 3, verse 3. And it reads, "And they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for a harlot and sold a girl for wine, that they may drink." Okay. What do ye have to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon? All right. And all the coast of Palestine, you Hamites. Will ye render me recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, I will return your own recompense upon your head. Okay. And why? Because down to 5, because ye have taken my silver and my gold and have carried it into your temples, my goodly pleasantry things. Okay. Thus also, or Slakia, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, okay, the Edomites, the quote unquote Edomites, man. All right, that ye may remove them from their border. But what do you think that's the slave trade and the reverse slave trade and the massacring that was taking place of the Northern Kingdom and the great massacring of what it was atrocities going on during the slave trade, man. Countless deaths, man. All right, way beyond the 6 million mark that they want to speak about, that they try to cleave to the heritage for. You killed way more Israelites than there were way more Israelites killed than your quote unquote, you know, captivity days. We're not going to speak much more on it, but they know it and we know it as well. Historically, that's not the truth, and it doesn't even remotely compare. Okay. um, down to 7. And this is still Joel chapter 3, verse 7. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and return your recompense upon your head. All right, down to 8. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians and to the people far off, for Yahweh have spoken it. All right, so I know that people, if you've been really watching this thing go down, you have um, you have witnessed, the Ishmaelite dudes over there snatching uh, Ashkenazi women and throwing them in the back of vehicles and pulling off, man. All right, your children are about to go through these things, and it's going to be so much worse than what you did to the Israelites. So you're probably Yahweh for that, man. I don't feel no sadness in my heart for your atrocities, for the atrocities that are about to happen to you. I don't. I ain't gonna lie about it. I don't. All right. Let me read down to 9. Okay. This is still Joel chapter 3, and I'm in verse 9. All right. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears, and let the weak say, I am strong, which you got all them small nations around there rooting on for what just took place, right? Rousing up the spirit of them. All right, down to 11. And assemble yourselves, and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about, because thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there I will sit and judge all the heathen round about. All right, so that's the conflict. All right, put ye in sickles, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. All right, the Most High is getting ready to reap great judgment on Babylon, man. Great judgment is coming. I mean, these are some of the moments that I know that elders have been waiting for years. Some brothers been waiting for years. You know, it's just a beautiful thing to witness this going on, man. All right, because the Most High is not going to be mocked, and He's keeping His word according to the Scripture, man. Okay, there's nobody else, and it's crazy because the more it seems that He's trying to run from this judgment and change the outcome, it seems the closer the outcome seems to get, and just kind of creep up on him, man. It's like watching someone fight a rear naked choke, and they running out of energy, and the choke keep getting deeper, and as much as Esau got the squeeze on us, man, the Most High got the squeeze on their ass, man. All right. Uh, Salakia, this is down to 14. Multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. All right. And it's coming to an end, man. All right. This is the end of the line. We are witnessing the last days of last days, man. All right. You got all this unbanking going on, like we spoke on. People getting out of the banking systems because if you can afford to, of course, the average person, you ain't got much of a choice but to deal with a bank, unless you hiding your money under your bed, which is, complicated to do. Most jobs will set you up through, they want to pay you through the banking systems instead of giving you a direct check anymore. Um, And then if you do ask for one, they look at you like you got 3 heads, like you ain't with the times or whatever. You've got, implements of the MOTB being formed and worked on, and the first batches have come out in here in Americas, but some other countries are already fully functioning without a cash. They're in cashless society, so to speak, already. The Norwegian region, say that 4 times fast. The Norwegian region has been cashless for almost half a decade now. they've been dealing with no cash type transactions, and people generally going about their day to day. You already using the MOTB, man, to open their doors and get to work and go to, events and things of this nature. All right. So you still got scares of a potential sickness popping back up and wrecking everything. We're in the midst of that. You got World War III on the back of your neck. The economy's failing you. People are going to and from work for free just to pay the average little bills. All right. Babylon is through, man. All right. This place is just wax tired, man. They've worn out the saints, you know. And we was at camp today. The whole time we teaching, it's a demon across the street, calling us the problem, like, which is to be expected. But when you choose to walk the path with the Most High, man, they don't hate you, they hate Him. They hate His words. It's just coming out of your mouth. But they hear His words and they buck their neck and they get stiff and start talking crazy. That's just the devil, man. That's just the devil, and the Most High is gonna kill all you scoffers right along with Babylon, man, and right along with the heathen, especially if you Jake. And the person who was scoffing the most was this tore up Jake Keisha, man, scoffing the most. That's to be expected, though. Salaki, I got maybe two more scriptures, and then I'll call it good. I don't want this to run too long. I know Jake's attention span don't last this long. So let me get this out. This is Isaiah Salakia. It's Isaiah. I didn't really set this up, so I gotta jump around as we move here. This is Isaiah 58. Oh, if it'll come up for me here. Hey, come on, man. Work with me. There we go. Salakia. All right. This is like I said, it was Isaiah 58. I'm just going to start at 1. But as we move forward with all those things in place, all right, this is a great threat to the power structure that's in place. And because of that threat, all right, this is what's going to lead us into this following conflict, as we know it is what will be, eventually known as World War III, man. Okay. It's 50. I'm starting 58:1. Cry aloud and spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and swoop and show my people their transgressions, and in the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me daily and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteousness and forsook not the ordinance of power. They ask me, Shalakia, they ask of me the ordinance of justice, they that delight in approaching Yahweh. Wherefore have we fasted, say thee? Have thou seen us not? Wherefore have we afflicted our soul? All right, and thou takest no knowledge. Behold, in that day of your fast, find ye pleasure and exact all your labors. Behold, ye fast for strife and debate, and to smite with the first of wickedness. Ye shall not fast as ye do this day, to make your voice heard on high. All right. Now, Salaki, let me move this down a little bit. All right. It is such a fast that I have chosen a day for a man to afflict his soul. I normally kind of go over this when you're doing doing like the Day of Atonement and things. But man, we do this. I'll read it out first. All right. Is it a fast that Salakia? It's such a fast that I've chosen a day for a man to afflict his soul. Is it to bow down his head as a bulrush and spread sackcloth and ashes under him? Will thou call this a fast, an acceptable day of Yahweh? All right. And we fasting, man, for the Most High. Let me read 6. It'll make it a little more clear. Is not this the fast that I have chosen to loose the bands of wickedness, to undo the heavy burdens, and to let the oppressed go, that ye break the yoke, right? And that's what we're looking for, is to be broke free from under the rulership of Esau, man. And to do that, we've got to take some difficult steps, man, coming forward. As Isaiah 33 says too, we strive to have the wisdom and understanding and knowledge of the things at hand. All right. My phone blew up this morning with texts like, did you see this? Did you see that? Are you watching? I mean, I've been watching. What you niggas been doing? And now that some of the things that you've told, I know many brothers have told family, relatives, friends, close friends, the truth about the scriptures, and I know you've been scoffed at, like I have, and like many of the rest of the Yakim. But now these people are clamoring to you because they're afraid, man. But they didn't put in no, they're coming back with no shackles in their hand. Lord willing, that not be the brothers in the fold, but that's going to be the case for many of these jakes, man. You know what? You running smooth out of time to do the right thing. All right, the Most High is about to completely level America, man. There ain't gonna be no time left. We're gonna transition from, the life as we know it to straight JT, man, to straight madness. I mean, no rules, Wild West, uh, you know, just lawlessness. They just showed at the border a couple days ago. They had semi trucks of paratroop gangbangers, machete wielding, Spanish speaking, Northern Kingdom dudes crossing into America, man, unchallenged, unchecked, by the truckload, All right, this place is over with. These old dirty Uncle E can't keep a lid on this no more. All right, they about to do some wild shit to attempt to maintain control, man. Let me get this one last one, and I'll, get out of your hair. But I got one more. Bear with me. Let me go. Isaiah. Was it 66? I think that's the one I was looking for. Yeah, you know what? We can end it on that. I don't want to go too much more longer. But with that being said, man, it's time to really lock in, get these things done, man. Because time is short. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is getting ready to completely annihilate this place. Like I said, you got this conflict that's going to now draw more players into it as it gets hotter and hotter, which will lead us into just total chaos following, old dirty Uncle E to bring that day of temptation upon Israel. And from that point forward, man, if you take that MOTB, your ass is through. Most High got something in store for you. All right. So with that being said, may all brothers stay strong. You know what I'm saying? Keep pushing, push to the end, finish strong. With that being said, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor unto Yahweh, Vashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the elders of GMS, all right, who are the true leaders of Israel, whether you can accept that or not. And one more time, I'd like to extend a sincere salam to all the Akim who are out there pushing this truth to the four winds, four corners of the earth, as well as those few and select Akwath who are listening and learning in subjection and silence. To you, I say, Shalom.